Hello all, so this video is going to be interesting enough to say the least. We have all heard about the David Bazuki and Schlep situation. Now, in case there are people that don't know what is going on, David Bazuki, the fucking idiot I made 3 videos on the last time, decided it was a good idea to put a lawsuit up on Schlep and also ban his accounts as well as his alts. Which is stupid as hell, might I add, and as I said before, many times, I am also a pred catcher on Roblox, so this shit isn't new to me, but it's a bit redundant how if Roblox just ignored the situation, everything would have been fine, but nah. David Bazuki didn't like that, so now it gets to a point where you wonder what the fuck exactly happened. It's just a weird situation altogether because now the fucking FBI are involved, and Creecraft was also now tossed into it because he doesn't want to do the shit with the Roblox's creator currency anymore that he gains when uploading video content. Well, honestly, it would have genuinely been better if Roblox themselves took a better route with this. I'm not saying it to be a fucking dickhead here either. Just yesterday as well, I was literally in a fucking Forsaken roleplay game and I already caught someone trying to molester people. Yes, I'm being fucking serious. When I went into Forsaken roleplay, I already caught a predator first time around. I'm not even joking. And as I did that Schlep had done, I reported the accounts to Roblox, and they did nothing, so I went onto Discord yesterday to find them, got them reported to the police, and they dealt with them. Which would be fine if it didn't take Roblox 8 fucking days to actually deal with their account. It takes 8 days or more for that fucking report to get through. And Roblox, being fucking Roblox, they don't see any other parts to this. They only see what they want to see for profit. Which is just scummy because we all remember how Roblox used to be. It wasn't this corporate greed bullshit. It was simply a game made for kids. And this is still a kids game despite the fucking older range number. I don't care if it's plus 16. It's still a kids game. I mean, look at the fucking art style. The art style is still Roblox. And they are also here removing the R6 feature, saying it's dated, even though what David Bazuki himself said years ago, they wanted to emulate a kid's playset. But now, it has gone to a point where David Bazuki has turned into a scummy little prick and decided, rather than remove the predators themselves, the actual fucking pedophiles, he decided it was a good idea to straight up ban the people for protecting the server that Roblox themselves should be protecting, but literally aren't. It is that bad. And I wouldn't have to make this video if it wasn't for the fact that I am on Schlepp's side here. Jesus Christ, I'm even thinking of giving him my alt account. One of my 80 Predator Catcher alt accounts. So that he can still use Roblox. And that way we can actually get those predators out faster. Because that is the biggest problem with Roblox. Because you also see shit like this. Weird female gooner looking avatars, which is also a problem. And yes, this is currently real-time gameplay I'm using for background footage. And this is my actual avatar too. But that's the thing I'm mainly on about. It doesn't fucking matter what they do. When Schlepp does something wrong, like when Schlepp literally tried to do something to protect people, Roblox seen it as doing something wrong and banned his account for vigilantism. My account is also vigilantism. I haven't been banned. What the fuck's up there? I've been doing predator catching on Roblox for at least 5 years now. Ever since the COVID shit happened. And yeah, my account isn't banned, yet they decided to ban Schlepp and made an example out of him. How scummy do you have to be to do that to someone who is actually making your app better and safer? They keep saying it's breaking the Roblox TOS. I'm sorry, what? How is it breaking TOS when you're basically providing them with better fucking reason to keep the app safe, while everyone else is enjoying that safety, but one corporate asshole sees it as if it's something to be fucking pulled up on and brought to court for. It is ridiculous. It is actually fucking ridiculous. You can't even expect this shit out of Roblox, but yet here we are. This would have been fine if Roblox had two options. They could have actually rewarded Schlepp for him protecting the site. Or two, they could have updated their fucking system so that the false report thing isn't a problem anymore, and the people that need justice served actually get justice served. When Schlepp decided to go so far as to send the information of the Preds to the police, they even congratulated him. But David Bazuki was just fucking there the moment he seen it. Oh, it's damaging our company. What shall we do? I know what you fucking do. Simple answer. You reward him for making the app better and safer, and you make sure that you realize that this system has flaws. I mean, Roblox itself, which used to be going by Dynablocks, was made in 2006. It was in fucking beta. And yet somehow, even when the whole entire app was made by David Bazuki's brother, rather than congratulate Schlepp and actually fix the issues that need fixing, they just pulled a 180 and damaged their own reputation. Like, I'm sorry, is this some fucking Predator reward shit now? Is this really what we have gotten to? Like, is David Bazuki secretly a child molester too? Because it does seem like it. I mean, he wouldn't have gone ahead and done that shit otherwise if he didn't. He's basically just openly admitted he is defending these fucking weirdos in the open public, where the entire app has almost a fucking planet worth of kids playing. I'm being fucking legit here. Half of it being bots, but the other majority actually being real people. But then you get to this shit and wonder, what in the actual Christ they have done? Like, the actual people that are protecting the kids on Roblox, you actually begin to wonder what the fuck they did wrong to deserve that fucking treatment. Because I'm also protecting kids on Roblox too, because I never mentioned this because I mainly decided to keep it to myself, but I'm gonna openly admit it here. When I was on Roblox, when I was exactly 13, I ended up thinking that this person that was talking to me was just a regular person, right? Same age as me. And then, after he friends me, I talk to him like normal. His account actually went by the mysterious 199. Didn't think much of it. Then, right when we started chatting, that was when he started asking me these creepy fucking questions. Saying exactly where I live, like which country. Literally specifying everything. And you know, younger kids nowadays, they wouldn't expect it, but it would make you uncomfortable years ago if that was the case. But kids nowadays, because they're born in an era away from, you know, us, anyone born in 2007 and 1995, it is less of a problem now for previous generations, but back then it was a massive issue. And people didn't really fucking like, I'm being fucking serious here. People didn't really think much of it on Roblox at the time because it wasn't really much of an issue. It didn't really start until at least 2016. And I was a victim of the fucking predator shit when I was younger. Why do you guys think I'm also secretly a fucking specter in Roblox? That's what I go by. Sure, my Roblox title may be Insidious Redemption, but goddamn is it actually hard to find me. Because I am here, going on the servers 24/7, actually making sure that when I do see predators, like literal child molesting pedophiles, I am confronting them. I am giving out their personal information because I'm using my other alt account, which is also invisible. So not even anybody else can use it, because it's going off a system I actually built. I made my own custom system where it would see these pedos, scan their data from their Roblox user, and from there, it would actually decompile all the information I needed. And that is also why I go very thorough into detail if you do find me in Roblox confronting them. I mean, fucking hell, yesterday I had used that same data in order to confront a pedo who was 27. 20 fucking 7. He was molesting kids that were 16 in a public server. Then he tried to do the same to my character in Roblox. Now, it wasn't until I pulled his data up and I said exactly where his address and also legal name was. He didn't like that. So then he decided to play dumb and still continued to act like he was 4. So I went onto Discord, sent him a message, sent him his data. I basically fucking doxed him with his own info. And like me being me, I made sure that everyone else in the server knew about him. I publicly humiliated them in the lobby. And from there, I also had one dumbass, one fucking idiot on Roblox yesterday called Una. And she was just there after I said to everyone, report him, because he's a pedophile, and she was just like, sure. And I told her, well, you also a pedophile as well, and she stayed silent, which clearly proved my point. If there's one way to know you're a pedophile, is that pedophiles will always defend more pedos. That's what I fucking learned. Don't mind the fact that my avatar is currently upside down. I have no idea how the fuck this even happened. And I'm currently stuck. And yeah, it's shit like these avatars too that also are the reason Roblox is getting harder to protect. And it's those types of avatars too that those pedophiles would use. And I would be fucking all happy and dandy if, you know, avatars like that earlier that you've seen in the video weren't in fact also linked to the shit predators would use, using a female avatar to ruse kids in. And nowadays, that is very prominent on Roblox. But if you do ever find me on the servers and I catch someone, you guys are more than free to join in, because these types of pedophiles need to actually get taken out. I already had to report one case yesterday. That was bad enough. And yeah, I'm surprised David Bazuki hasn't taken my account out yet. He made an example out of Schlep, like that was something to be proud of. I was victimized as one of the pedo's actual victims when I was younger. That is the main reason I am also a pedophile catcher. I currently would not be saying it if it wasn't the fucking truth right now. I was victimized for it. And then when I told my dad it, he was there telling him to stop. He wouldn't. Then he got all fucking freaky. Then it got so bad that when my dad lodged a report to the fucking Roblox staff themselves, it took more than 8 days at that point. It took exactly 12 days at that stage then. But did anybody in the Roblox area seem to care that much about it? No, because they didn't deal with it until after. They took their fucking time with it. They took their actual time with it, and I hate it. Because this game used to be for kids. I joined in 2012. But my accounts kept getting compromised because of fucking weirdos like them. Because back then, predators were also really good at hacking, so it was a lot harder to keep yourself safe. And yet they still are on Roblox. Despite the fact that they updated everything else and broke the majority of other things within the system that has existed since 2006, and they still have made their own system reports practically obsolete because the system reporting for Roblox is garbage. They will literally ban the wrong fucking person just for simply defending themselves. Now I'm gonna actually bring up a little story here. When I had my original account before I had to switch to a new original, I had 85 different predators to deal with. And they all kept throwing insults at me when I caught them. And one of them went so far as to tell me to go kill myself. Because I caught them out. And when I told them to, fucking leave before I actually rang the guards and had them arrive at their house, they reported me for it. Nothing really happened. Then the rest of the server decided to gang up on me, even though I was literally the one protecting people. It wasn't until later, after I switched to my alt account, that I realized that whole entire server that took it out on me was full of those bastards. It was full of pedos. Now, I hate having to be fucking harsh, but look at this shit. You can't exactly call this, sane. I was expecting a regular level. I was not expecting the whole entire fucking level to be just them. And Roblox literally terminated my account for it instead. They didn't just ban it, they fucking terminated it. But they didn't terminate my alt accounts, thankfully. And then I made a new account from there. Then I went up again and I made 80 more new accounts to make sure that shit didn't happen again. And each of my accounts have a separate email. Each email is canonically different. Like, it is all different. I go by fake names that don't even exist in real life to trick them into thinking that the predators are talking to a real person, even though I'm using a site that lets me type in the command I want to show me people and their names that were never born or existed. And because of that, it got to a point where I had no choice but to keep on adding more accounts to make sure Roblox was at least safe. Then from there, when I tried to do the same shit again, my account got terminated, and again, and they kept on terminating my accounts until I eventually got fed up, created my own custom system to go off of Roblox's system, basically giving me the commands an actual operator at Roblox would give. It was shit that would actually help the servers, which meant I could terminate those fuckers if I felt I needed to. And it also gave me visual data to actually go off of, because the system I built uses Roblox's system as a catalyst to make sure that everything was still in place. But yet again, as usual, when I try to actually report them, Roblox don't do anything. So I have to completely get the information at hand and send it to the fucking officers in whatever country it is they are happening at. It got so ridiculous to a point where I completely had no choice but to data mine my own accounts so that people couldn't ban me, remove me, or terminate my accounts. Just so I could stop the predators. And yet they decided to make an example out of Schlep, a person who, might I add, is on my level. Because me and him have both been victimized on Roblox with it. This is not new to us. We are accompanied to this shit. Like, we are actually accompanied to it. This isn't new to us. But you look at everything, you actually begin to wonder if the CEO of Roblox, David Bazuki himself, actually is a pedophile. You know it's bad when I even had to join a Cool Kid clan years ago to actually do the same shit. But the reason why I always kept myself anonymous for that situation is because I had to, otherwise my accounts would have been banned again. This was before I even built my system. And I only use it on my phone because it is wired to my phone. So while Schlep is currently banned and also facing a fucking lawsuit by David Bazuki because poor man's feelings got hurt that he was doing a better job at protecting the servers than everyone else, including me, they decided to completely ban his accounts. I'm currently trying to get in contact with Schlep himself so that he can use one of my alts. One of my alts is just a regular bacon hair. Another one is a chestnut hair. You know, the average shit. It's nothing too shabby, nothing too special. But this would be fine if Roblox just decided to actually deal with the situation the way they did and not, be fucking arrogant and corporate. Shit I predicted in my last video when I did this topic. And then it just gets to this absolute shit show we are in now. I'm also a predator catcher. I shouldn't have to make this fucking video. It's bad enough I've already had to make multiple videos on David Bazuki himself because man just can't seem to get a grip with life itself because he thinks, ooh, children look nice. They'd probably look nice on stripper poles. That's what he'd be like. That's what David Bazuki appears to be showing me at this stage. That's what he appears to be showing a lot of people now. David Bazuki seems to fucking have the same mindset a Predator does now. It is ridiculous. It is a fucking mess. I did originally plan to make a different video. I did originally plan to do a video on Candy's cooking, a completely different person altogether, because they massacred my fucking man's chicken. But no, instead I had to do this shit because that was the only thing I have to actually defend Schlep. And I am still here to try get in contact with them to protect Roblox from more of those pedophiles. It's the best thing we could actually get if I can get him back on Roblox. They can't ban my alt accounts because they're already linked to a system on my phone. Because currently right now I have a fucking admin panel. I have an admin panel, and yet they can't remove me because they're too fucking afraid to over me being able to use their own system as a catalyst against them. I had to specifically learn how to code just to break that mold for Roblox to identify the flaws. I have no idea why people keep hopping on my fucking head. But, as I was saying, this shit with Roblox, it's stupid, it's redundant, it's been done before, it's a clear sign of corporate greed, and it's a fucking mess. This system, this entire app has turned into a load of bollocks, and yet now David is here thinking of turning it into a dating app. A kids game. This game has always been targeted towards kids. It hasn't been targeted towards fucking adults. There's a reason the blocky style is still here and people don't even use the other features. There's literally a specific reason why people never use this weird piece of shit we call the human avatars in Roblox because they suck. It doesn't suit Roblox and it defeats the purpose of the name. It is actually a redundant cycle with David that just continues on fucking happening, and it gets to a point where you look at him, this four-eyed looking clown, and wonder what in the hell got him to think making it a dating app was a good fucking idea, and also terminating people who are trying to make sure that the entire app is safe. Is it still vigilantism? Yeah, but you want to know what the issue is here? Vigilantism wouldn't have to exist if Roblox had a better safety guideline system. If Roblox's system wasn't so flawed, everything would have been fine. But no, the system is so flawed, I literally managed to bypass it within 2 seconds. 2 fucking seconds. Because Roblox's system is purely comprised of 5 different connects. All I had to do was hotwire that connect with my panel, and shit was fine. That is how flawed the system is. And the report system is a load of horse shit. Roblox is still here saying that the actual pedophile catchers are putting more minors at risk. How exactly? You bastards are literally here not even removing the pedophile's account. I mean, I seen the shit you did with Teddy. And the fucking Teddy Corporation. Their accounts were made to be banned. The shit got so bad that Creecraft, me, and a bunch of others decided to boycott the hatch. But instead, it took Roblox exactly 8.5 days, almost a month. And that's when they decided to ban Teddy, which is a bit late, not gonna lie. It is a bit late to ban him when you could have done it ahead of time. And Roblox is after basically promoting a condo creator to the hatch. And yet they're saying us pedophile catchers are putting minors are at risk. What part of that makes fundamental sense? Honest to God. If anything, we are putting kids less at risk of getting molested by those God knows what age-year-old pedos and letting them get locked up. That is the whole reason pedophile catchers exist on Roblox. Because we ourselves know the system is so flawed that we have to step in. We would not have to step in if this whole entire app was constructed like a fucking poorly made pan with duct tape, glue, and bubble gum. This is honestly the equivalent of what it's like having, it's like having diabetes and you go ahead and eat a steak. How do you fundamentally, like, oh my god, the stupidity of this. How in the name of Christ? We are putting kids less at risk of getting molested by these bastards, and yet you Roblox, fucking David Bazuki in particular, goes ahead and decides to do a 180 and literally defends these weirdos. David Bazuki is literally defending these pedophiles. And the way he's defending them is beyond me. Even Schlep is here. I was on TikTok, and even when I was on that, saw Schlepp's channel, and I'm currently here trying my best to get this information sent out, and also trying my best to make sure that Roblox itself is still safe while David Bazuki is being taken down as CEO, and making sure these predators are fucking gone. It is a joke that we have to defend kids from your flawed system. The system itself is so flawed you can't even do so much as say hi without getting fucking banned. And David was there after the hatch ended, fucking ego rubbing how amazing the report system was, when I looked at it on my Twitter and genuinely went to myself, thought in my head, and went, is he being fucking serious right now? Because my brother's accounts have been banned, my account has been banned, because we have been trying to protect the people on the servers that are under 16 or more. The whole point of Roblox was a kid's game. Even he said it himself. Even David Bazuki said it himself. What the hell is up now? Roblox used to be a game about creativity and letting whatever came to your mind be open and set to the world. But then we get to a point where now you look at it and wonder, this is a totally different game now. I mean, they even decided to nerf the UI and everything. We went from a whole entire website that had vibrancy, colors, a green button. Now it's just fucking blue, white, and gray with hints of black. It almost looks like my damn avatar. Just the only difference is, well, my character's undercover, because I'm a specter, I have to look like this. I have to be identifiable to let the predators know I'm fucking after them. You could technically say I'm just a digital version of Ezio. That's what it's like. And even when that is all happening, I am still here protecting the server from everything while Schlep is gone. And to the people that don't know how serious this situation is, it is basically the equivalent of going in, right, doing your work, and then not even 5 seconds after getting the job, you're already told you're automatically fired. How does that even work? Like, is that some specification bullshit or what? I honestly can't fucking tell at this point, because Roblox just, it has a motive, but it doesn't know what choice to pick when the choice is so obvious. You update your report system. Like, that's the biggest flaw in all of Roblox. And yet, they're reporting the entire system's visuals, yet they aren't reporting and updating the entire system's actual software report notifications. It's like David Bazuki wants this shit to happen so he can he can literally salvage and also salvage his own reputation with money. If David Bazuki gets taken down as CEO, and hopefully, and I'm saying this drastically, hopefully we get a new CEO and they bring Tix back. Because David Bazuki was also there saying that the Tix and the Robux transfer wasn't providing the workers with enough money. I'm sorry, the system, the whole entire company was already at 180 members. Roblox already had 200 users. When a person logs on, that is still revenue. That is how you build up a currency. Roblox is a live service game at this stage. Like, how? What the fuck do you mean your workers aren't getting paid enough? The whole point of Roblox is to be a fucking online live service. That's all it is. It won't be filled to the brim with microtransactions. And yet, he's also there rubbing his ego about the report system without realizing the actual consequences of the system's flaws. Like, the Cool Kid channel as well on YouTube, there was a specific line that he said that actually did hurt David Bazuki's ego, might I add. Basically, the YouTube channel that goes by the Cool Kid King, he said that this is a warning to David Bazuki that the system is flawed, and if he wanted to, he could just as easily toy with it like how he had been personally toying with all the parents on the flawed system with predator accounts that aren't being dealt with. Now let that line settle in. That already proves the motives have changed. This user is basically taking place from what the original Cool Kid had done. Now, people are fucking here, no doubt, saying, oh, Cool Kid is trash. Yet, might I add, I used to be part of the group, right? The motives have changed, and drastically. Because we weren't focused on destroying Roblox. We were focused on sending a warning to David. Fucking Christ. Cool Kid wouldn't exist if that wasn't the case. That's why the fucking user skin is red with black highlights. It's a warning. It's not some fucking twinkle toes shit. There is no sunshine and rainbows. It is a warning because the system is that poorly made that anyone could bypass it within seconds. And I mean literally seconds. I mean, I managed to bypass it with ease. I'm beginning to think that if David Bazuki's brother actually took over, shit would have been a lot better, because David Bazuki's brother also liked the ticks idea still being in Roblox. But David Bazuki, he went from making learning kids games to a kids game that is now riddled to the brim with predators and molesters, and yet not a single issue with that is being fucking dealt with. Not one system part is being dealt with in terms of that one issue with Roblox. One of many issues, actually. So, you put that into perspective here. The hackers themselves, they really don't fall under bad at all. Because, like, here's how I see it. The hackers themselves, as well as the pedophile catchers, we don't see it as bad because it's not bad. We wouldn't have to exist to defend kids on the system if it wasn't for the fact that the system itself is that poorly made. I mean, back then the game couldn't even handle fucking shadow rendering, because it had to go off of a fucking potato we had back then. Because back then we didn't have CCP hard drives. We didn't have USB dongles. We didn't have any of that other shit. We had data cards, and we also had graphics cards that could only go up to 720p or 420. There was no 780 at all. That's how fucking insane it is. Because back then, hardware wasn't constructed upon that. It was constructed of just purely what the system itself can handle. There was limits. But the way Roblox had the system's limits pushed went too far, and the report system that David Bazuki keeps stroking his fucking dick to, as if it's something to be proud about, it just, nothing adds up to the fact that by the end of it, Roblox is falling apart. Roblox went from a game that kids could enjoy, back when the game actually used to be fun, full of vibrant colors, was meant to be constructed of a kid's playset, now just turned into what Mark Zuckerberg's fucking meta quest is. It's like they want the fucking Matrix, but they don't know how to handle it, because it's like the Kamikaze situation. They look at the situation, ignore it, and don't actually take action until after the action is already too late. Because the predator issues on Roblox is a huge issue. It is that big. People like me and Schlepp have no choice but to step in. Like, did we want to fucking do this? No. But it feels like we have no choice, because we were also victimized of this shit. We were also fucking victims of this shit on Roblox. You think we want to do this. We have no other options, because when you look at it, if it isn't dealt with, the whole entire situation spirals out of control. And that's also what leads to corporate greed and the fucking people that are using the system, you know, the actual creators of it, not doing anything. They do fuck all. They barely provide enough as it is. And David Bazuki fucking defending these pedophiles. I'm sorry, that is something that is just... That's something you cannot look at and go, oh, it's fine. Because it's not fucking fine. Do you not know how many kids are at risk? There is almost more of a population of kids now than there was in fucking Hong Kong and Japan 20 years ago. Because while the economy itself is already crashing, the population is also growing, and yet the issues that are finite aren't being dealt with. It just repeats. But honest to God, and I hope this video actually gets sent out because it has to be. And I need people to help me get in contact with Schlepp personally as well, because honest to God, he needs help getting this shit back on the road. I would not have to do this otherwise if I didn't make this video as a predator catcher myself. As I've said before many times. But it is honestly ridiculous with this shit. It's like David Bazuki knows about all this and yet doesn't take action. What do you have to do now in order to fix this situation? People like me and Schlepp. And also, before the video itself actually ends, the actual report information that David Bazuki gave to Schlepp, saying that it was breaking the fucking guidelines, it was not at all in the slightest like that. Sure, is vigilantism bad? Yeah. But we shouldn't have to put ourselves at risk because you lazy fucks are too stupid to do it yourself. Corporate greed makes the company's CEO lazy. You eventually get to a point where you look at it dead in the eyes and make it obvious and make your point to stay where it is, that people like David and the situations with the pedophile shit on Roblox has to literally be cut. This shit has to be fucking cut altogether. Like, I'm being dead serious. Everything now has just gone sideways. Shit's gone so sideways that we're all shitting on the toilet the same angle. That's what it's turned into now. I keep saying what it's turned into because that's what it has become. It's turned into a fucking porn star shit fest here. We have almost zero options left. It's either protect the children online from being fucking molested by groomers on Roblox over the age limit that shouldn't even be on Roblox, to now having no choice but to do it because the system itself clearly won't fucking do that. And with all that said, send this video out to Schlepp. Tell him to find me on TikTok itself. I left my account on one of his videos. Tell him to contact me, and then I'll see if I can get his account back up using one of my alts I don't use. but he would have to make a new sign-in. But sucks for them. They can't, like, Roblox themselves can't exactly fucking keep his new accounts from coming up since I already have a workaround. Now, with that said, peace.